The dolphin masturbated on the woman. The dolphin masturbated with the sea lions.
Yes.
My voice feels better, right?
Feels better, right?
Yeah,
automatically. That all it takes is like
clearing
your voice, expressing some personal opinions, perhaps, about dolphins.
I'm all about dolphins. Every day's Earth Day.
Work those vocal cords at the very beginning.
Get it going. Get you going. Warming you up, if you will.
Warming you up. Talking about, animals masturbating.
Dolphin dick slaps. Go out and find that video. That's a pretty funny one. Maybe I'll try and remember to get that. There's actually a movie.
I think I've seen it.
With a dolphin that flies by and this chick's on a dock. She gets slapped in the face with a dick. I've got it on my computer somewhere.
I bet you do.
Dolphin dick slap. Yeah. I should repost that.
Yeah, you should.
It's timely. Welcome to Baldy and the Big Guy.
Welcome back.
I'm Baldy. That's the Big Guy. Cheers to you guys. Cheers buddy. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm drinking the Coors Light, spiked with some Strike Force.
Strike Force.
I needed a little energy today.
Straight up hard AF for me with the shitty cans apparently.
Which one? Peach.
My go-to.
Hard AF. Delicious. Go out there and find them. They're in Texas now, by the way.
They are in Texas. I haven't seen them yet because they're sold out every time I go to the store.
Seriously.
There's a spot at a Total Wines, sold out.
Gone.
I went to different Total Wines, sold out.
I think Ross said
I haven't seen the HEB yet.
Well, I think because we got the freeze at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Or beginning of the week, rather. Ross said that everything was delayed. Like the shipping or shipments or whatever.
I'll look every time I go to HEB.
But check them out.
Even if I'm not buying anything, I still go look.
We aren't sponsored by them. We aren't anything. We just really like Ross and Dan and Jared.
They're good guys. They're good company. And it's a delicious fucking alcohol. Yeah. It's a delicious seltzer. Like, I'm not a big seltzer guy, but these are absolutely
And it's
fantastic.
8%.
Yeah, it's 8%.
If you can beat 13, I think you get like your name on a statue or something.
Something like that.
A Drink and Bro
statue
studio.
Given to you.
Yeah,
like that,
I think it might be a ding dong. I don't know, like a golden ding dong.
A golden dildo.
Yeah.
With your name. Would you want your name like sideways?
On a vein.
Or like
I want it up.
ways?
I want it up. I want it on. I can't drink them.
Yeah.
Like I can drink with one or two of those things, but I cannot. Like no. I stick to the Coors Lights.
You do stick to the Coors Lights. You like the Coors Lights. Yeah.
Like I can't. I have to do those. So welcome again. Appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us for a little bit.
Well, this week was cold, man.
Fucking chilly,
bro. It was cold. Last what was it? Sunday, Monday. Man, it was. I
don't think it didn't get above freezing. It was teens for sure.
It was in the teens for sure.
Nobody likes to talk about weather, but we're bitches down here in Texas.
Exactly.
So I live in flip flops. Like
same.
10 months out of the year.
Shorts and flip flops.
Yep. I had my fucking Uggs on. I don't have those Ugg boots. I have Ugg slippers.
You have the Ugg slippers.
And it's basically like you take a 22, you shoot a rabbit. Pew. That's my gun. That's a 22
very
sound.
Quiet 22.
It's a 22. It's like pew. It's like a pellet gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So you shoot two rabbits, then you gut them, and then you just fold them inside, kind of caveman style. And you fold them inside out. And you have the fur, and that's basically what Uggs feel like.
That's good. So basically, like little rabbits on your feet.
Little rabbits.
Nice.
They are. I don't give a shit what anybody says. They are probably the most comfortable fucking.
I'm sure they are. Uggs are known for being super comfortable.
Like I have to wear shoes.
Yeah.
Because it's cold, and I go to work from time to time.
You work very occasionally.
Very occasionally, every week.
Very occasionally.
All the
Monday
time.
Through Friday.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, exactly.
8 hours to 9 hours a day.
50 hours a week, yeah. It's just occasionally. Just like all of you guys. I'm not talking shit. Everybody's got to work. But, yeah, when I'm at home, that one day I work from home a week.
Yeah.
I wear my slippers all day long.
Of course.
If I lived in the north again, dude, I'd probably just skin a whole bunch of rabbits and just have all rabbit fur clothing.
What if you just didn't have shoes? Like you just had just the rabbit skin?
That's all I'm talking about. I would just do that and just walk around.
I mean, that's what they did for, thousands and thousands of years. So,
deer skin, probably a little itchy on your feet. Rabbit, on the other hand.
Well, yeah, because deer fur is a little more coarse. That's more for like a jacket.
Yeah.
But yeah, rabbit fur would make a great shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rabbit fur underwear.
Probably
facing in.
Yeah.
Keep your junk
be
warm.
Nice and warm. I don't know.
Do you think? I don't know. We probably need to do some homework or research on this. Did the Native Americans they wear rabbit fur underwear? And were they tighty? Were they briefs or were they boxers?
I would think boxers.
More boxers.
Boxers, yeah.
Do you think they were leather face in or fur face in? We need to get it. We need it. Do we have any Indian friends out there? We need one.
Man, I don't know.
Probably should.
I don't know any.
Call up Yellowstone.
Find out the truth about all that stuff.
Yeah. I think it's
a good idea.
Important.
We'll figure it out.
I've got a tomahawk on my
These
other
are
side.
the real questions. The real
important shit. Like, did your ancestors wear rabbit skin
toward the wieners or against
the fur facing or fur away?
Yeah,
I would go facing.
I think facing, and then like the summertime, you just
unless it's summertime.
That's what I mean. So you wear the same pair all year long, obviously.
Yeah.
So you have fur facing all the whole winter months, and then winter's over. You like, okay, now it's hot. Flip them up.
Yeah, I was gonna say your ass gonna get steamy in those things during the summer.
Yeah. So there you go. One pair a year, and you just flip them inside out.
And all you have to do is it probably takes what, 2 rabbits, depending on your size.
Person,
yeah.
It takes
you have to custom make rabbit skinned underwear, rabbit fur skinned underwear.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm good with it either way. What other animals would you wear? How's bear? I don't think I've ever touched a bear.
I think a bear like fucking like a coat and shit. Like what's that movie Revenants or
Revenants, where he gets raped by a bear.
Well, later on he has like that whole fucking like big
because he killed it,
dude.
He ate it.
Badass.
I think we should get one.
We should.
You would look good in one for sure. You'd look like a fucking Russian, dude. You know those Russians and they have those big ass hats. Not that I want you to be a commie or anything. It's a look, all right. They wear Adidas. We wear their big bearskin rug carpet jacket things.
I'd love to get a fucking big old huge bear fucking carcass.
I think that would be good.
Or a skin, like big over jacket or whatever, with a head on it and everything.
You would look good. Oh, what was the Flintstones?
Yeah.
What was the name of when they had the big hats? You remember that cartoon?
Yeah, I remember the cartoon.
Oh, what the fuck was the name of the group that all the guys went to? It was kind of like shit.
Oh, fuck,
you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Oh, so they were the big. It's kind of like going to a VFW, but it wasn't. It was some group. Somebody will tell us. Throw it in the comments. I can't think of it. You need one of those like really tall hats with the horns that came out of them. Remember? You know,
like a Viking hat type.
Yeah, kind of, but it's like real tall and it's all fur.
Yeah.
Just saying, that's probably warm.
I mean, if we could find one, that'd be pretty cool.
I'd wear it. I got 2 dogs and a cat.
Oh man, yeah, that's true. Make a good coat.
End of the world. I've told you guys.
Yeah. Actually,
one of them's going somewhere.
Make a good coat.
Lucy, we let her hair grow out though. She just got groomed. I'm not going to take my dog out unless I have nothing else to eat. Like I run out of cereal.
You're really cold.
Middle of winter, I run out of cereal. She's fair game.
You're bored on a Tuesday.
Bored on it. I mean, I try and work from the office on Tuesdays.
I mean, the end of the world. You know.
End of the world. Oh yeah. If I'm just bored,
yeah.
I'm gonna her paws instead of a rabbit foot.
Have a Lucky Lucy's foot.
Lucky Lucy.
Yeah. That's funny though.
Her nickname's Lucifer too, as well. So yeah, Lucky Lucifer.
A Lucky Lucifer foot.
Going to hell.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. What do we got to talk about today, buddy?
Well, did you hear?
No.
You probably have heard. I'm
Which
sure because it's been about it's probably been about a week this bit come out.
All right.
Apparently, Fauci completely made up the 6-foot rule.
Yeah. No,
it was completely.
I'm well aware of this shit. I have an article somewhere here.
It's crazy because like literally all of these restaurants shut down, churches shut down,
all the plastic bullshit barriers in between everybody.
Yeah, you go to every restaurant and all of those plastic barriers between the cashier and the person.
Horse shit.
It was all
and we all knew that. We all knew it.
But it's just now coming out like, oh, by the way, that was made up. It's like
no, it was just
the crazy thing here is Fauci has not been held accountable for anything.
He should be in fucking prison.
Well, he should be.
He's not going to be because he's protected.
No.
And okay, so this is the other thing that really pisses me off about this whole fucking thing is that all the people that were trying to pressure you into getting the jab and doing all that shit and being 6 feet apart and all that are like, we didn't know. No bullshit.
No,
we had common sense.
Everybody said it was bullshit. It was just like the CBC or CNBC,
CDC,
and fucking CDC. There you go. Yeah, CDC and all the different news is like, oh, wear your mask.
Right.
Stay 6 feet apart. Don't let your kid go to school for 2 fucking years.
Yeah. You want to hear? I'll tell you a story.
Did absolutely fucking nothing.
New York Post right here. Dr. Anthony Fauci confessed to lawmakers Tuesday. So this would have been on the 10th. So this is about 10 days ago. So this will be 2 weeks ago, something like that from when you guys see this. Anthony Fauci confessed to lawmakers Tuesday that guidelines to keep 6 feet of separation ostensibly to limit the spread of COVID-19, quote unquote, just sort of appeared without scientific input. Fauci, 83, revealed to the House Select Committee on the coronavirus pandemic that the 6 feet apart recommendation championed by him and other U.S. public health officials was likely not based on any fucking scientific data, according to Chairman Brad Wenstrup, Republican out of Ohio, who is also a physician. Schools nationwide remain closed well into the second year of the pandemic as a result of social distancing, which were disputed by both research studies and other health officials. Do you remember how many doctors got fucked when they just questioned it? Because social media decided...
Doctors questioned it and they got fucked. Schools, kids killed themselves because they didn't go to school for 2 years. They had no fucking life.
Their
fucking
education got
closed.
Pushed back. How many businesses were closed?
Everything.
Yeah.
There's a number. I don't recall the number, so I can't begin to
tens of thousands
of businesses, small businesses closed.
Got ruined
because of this whole we can't be 6 feet from each other. Can't be inside of a little building because they're too close to each other.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he just said it was completely fucking made up.
He said, this guy said, Dr. Ashish Jha said, it never struck me that 6 feet was particularly sensical in the context of mitigation. He's the dean of Brown University School of Public Health, who served as President Biden's COVID response coordinator for 15 months. He told the New York Times that in 2021. And there we go. So it also goes into, asked about the study in Massachusetts schools that found just 3 feet of distance between students resulted in similar COVID case studies. Also, don't fucking forget about this, because do you remember seeing pictures of kids out in like the yard, schoolyard,
on the playground,
playing, and they have circles and they're 6 feet apart from each other.
Once they were allowed to go back to school, they had little kids outside wearing masks in
the freezing cold.
In circles.
Or whatever, in circles.
By themselves.
That is sick.
That's fucking ridiculous.
People that did
that's crazy.
You want to get me fucking fired up about something? This whole goddamn thing. It's just, I hate to use this word because it's a stupid word. It's a fucking travesty that this happened to. Yeah. I'm an adult. You're an adult. We can get over shit like this.
We have no kids.
But I don't have to accept it and I don't have to forgive. But kids, and we don't have kids, but my neighbors do.
Yeah.
And all my friends do.
And I have nieces and nephews.
And their kids are 2 years behind in school because they just kind of let them pass.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it was all because of a fucking nothing. It was
nothing.
All because of nothing.
Bullshit.
It was all bullshit.
99.87% survivability rate.
Something like that.
Some crazy shit like that.
This is ridiculous.
It
all was.
Half the world decided they were going to take 8 fucking jabs. 80% of the world.
Something like that.
I'm happy to be on the other side of that.
It's ridiculous is all I know.
Yeah.
The whole thing was made up and it fucking ruined thousands and thousands of lives.
Yep. Thousands.
Yeah.
And again, the suicide rates. Yeah. All those sorts of things that come up. You're like, there's enough stress in this fucking world without adding bullshit like that.
Fuck, you know what's fucking stressful?
What?
The fucking border right now.
Border's a little crazy.
Dude.
Texas is doing right.
Governor Abbott fucking send down Texas
wheelchair.
Wheelchair. Send down National Guard from Texas
State National
down
Guard
to the fucking border because Border Patrol wasn't doing their job.
Right.
Because Border Patrol is a federal agency.
Excuse me.
So they listen to the president or whoever he puts in charge of it.
Yep.
So if the president says, hey, let them all through, they just go like, well,
it's a mandate.
Even if you're a Texas, say you're living in fucking El Paso and you're an El Paso resident and you work for Border Patrol, you're like, I don't want
it's either that or you lose your job.
Exactly. So,
but I don't think that's a fucking better response.
Well, no.
Stand up. If you don't believe in it, I know you got to feed your kids, but fuck, would you murder somebody to feed your kids? No.
Yes.
For a paycheck to feed your kids.
I'd murder them for free.
No, not well. I mean, not just murder. Take that back. We're on a podcast. No, you're not just going to murder.
I mean, I do whatever I need.
Everybody's looking for the state side in the right set of situations.
Of course. Like I'm really bored or something. But anyway, so down here in Texas, Border Patrol or the border is going fucking bananas right now, as you've all fucking seen on every news channel.
Right.
Well, I don't watch the news. I don't fucking know
it's
from the news. But
tens
all over
of
social
thousands
media.
of people coming through.
I mean, tens of thousands.
Daily.
I think I saw something. And it's either the number is either 250, or 2,500. But there's been one of those two numbers of known terrorists coming across our southern border.
I think it was 250
and at least,
so far.
and they've
they're
all
aware of.
they're aware of, and they've all been released. And at least 2 of them were given green cards.
It's weird that you have. Where are all these families and children fleeing, wives and children fleeing all of these impoverished countries?
You know, you wonder
when you look at the videos, they're there.
It's just a bunch of dudes.
It's just a bunch of
dudes.
What do they call them? Military-aged males.
That's exactly what it is.
That's weird. Right?
And they're not even all like Central and South American. And
Why are they
Mexican.
from China?
They're from China. They're from Iran. They're from Syria.
Other people have made these statements
make
before.
sense.
We're not unique to this, but at least
Makes no
you're
sense.
informed, because it's weird that China is even letting anybody fucking leave. Number one. Number two, you think they don't know that they left and they're coming to the United States? Who's funding it? China. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Communist Party. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
So I'm not saying to pay attention, but fucking pay attention.
Also, I'm going to say it. Pay attention.
Also, Texas, there was this big news article and like everybody ran. There was 2, I think it was like a woman and her child died, and it's tragic. They drowned or something like that, right? And they tried to say that the Texas National Guard was blocking Border Patrol from getting in.
Yeah, that was the whole point of the story. Yeah.
Right. It's bullshit. Texas National Guard actually only took over. They pulled 1.9 miles of the Del Rio riverfront, and that's it. It's this one
right there.
state park where it's very, very high traffic or volume of traffic, right? So they came in and they said, "Fuck you." It's not like the whole border.
Yeah, it's not the entire hundreds of miles of border.
It's thousands.
Yeah, whatever.
When you really think about it, and it's over mountains and all these things, right? So when they did that, they absolutely were allowing BP to try and save them. They just drowned. Yeah. It's like they were coming across the river and they got swept down.
Yeah, well,
that
it's kind of
happens.
Like if you have a little kid, would you take him across the river?
Well, no, but there are low points and high points within the river. And what they do, so my brother-in-law was a Border Patrol agent for 25 years, something like that, right? And you can go out to the Bar is Open and you can see that. Bar is Open with the Beth and Greg podcast, and I interviewed him for like 2 hours and talked about a lot of these things. And he goes, dude, it's like they do what they can, but you can't risk, I should take that back. Border Patrol and everybody down there will absolutely risk their lives to try and save somebody else.
Of course.
It's a life. That's just it's the American way. Like, we will do whatever we can to try and save somebody's life. But if they're on the other side and they slip and fall in and go down, there's only so many fast boats that are on the river, and they could be 10 miles up. They can't get there fast enough. And shouldn't Mexico try or have some responsibility for this?
I mean, they should have all the responsibility.
Why is it the Texas National Guard? It's because it fucking makes news, makes headline news, and it's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, so Texas National Guard is taking over trying to take over certain areas of the border, like you said, and Biden straight up wants to fucking is fining the state of Texas. They're saying
their lawsuits,
lawsuits, all kinds of shit. We're passing laws left and right.
Wheelchairs, fuck you.
Our wheelchairs doing it. Fucking our Texas AG's doing it. We're like, hey, we're going to protect our own border.
They responded back. They just said, nope, bring us to court.
Yeah. So it's good. It's not bad. It's not
Arizona needs to follow suit real soon.
Well, a lot of
New Mexico needs to follow suit.
I was watching there's a TikTok my wife sent me that had a bunch of like facts in it. You know, it wasn't just a random, saying some shit. A bunch of facts was in it. And there's a bunch of states that
facts over
that are helping Texas. They're sending not funds, but they're sending resources to Texas to help secure our border. Because at the end of the day, it's not just Texas that's being fucked by this like incursion of people. It's Well, I mean, we're sending people. We're sending people to Chicago. We're sending people to New York. We're sending people to fucking, California. All these places.
Sanctuary cities.
All the sanctuary cities we're sending people to. So it's not just affecting us anymore. Yep. Now it's affecting everybody. Yeah. And everybody else is being like, oh shit.
You should leave them in Texas. Why?
Yeah, no, they should probably stay
Everybody
in
should
Mexico.
have a part of this.
Yeah.
If you one for all and all for one.
Exactly. Fuck. Exactly. 3 Musketeers.
So that's our soapbox for the day.
Yeah. That's the end of the soapbox.
Dun, dun.
All right. What's your story?
I got a bunch of wild ones. How about stupid criminal on a bike?
Let's see it.
This one's kind of gross. I don't have a picture to share, but that's okay because I don't think we really want a picture of this.
Okay.
I just gotta pull up the story real quick. Take me 2 seconds. There we go. Bicyclist. Arrested for wheelie lewd behavior.
Okay.
November. This is a couple months ago. In a lewd feat of multitasking, an ex-con was arrested for indecent exposure after he was spotted masturbating while riding a bicycle, which I didn't know was possible.
That's impressive.
Yeah. A female witness told cops that she spotted a man later identified as Timothy Graham, 44, exposing his winky while masturbating while riding.
Does the article say winky?
No, I just said instead of penis, I said.
Okay.
I mean, I can use both words. Winky.
Yeah. Okay. Winky.
That's what my wife calls it.
Winky. All right.
No, I just made that up. Or did I? So he's riding his bicycle Friday. So this is like a couple months ago. But I think it's a feat that you can do both of those things.
Riding a bike and masturbating at the same time. That's
talent.
Good for him.
Could he finish though? That's the question.
I mean,
I don't know. So Sean at Wright. Seen it right. Oh, this is a picture of this dude. And he looks exactly like a criminal that you would think would be doing this.
Some
so this
creepy
picture,
dude.
this creepy dude, was stopped by cops and victim. And the victim said that he was 100%, she was 100% confident she saw the man pleasuring himself on the bike around 5 a.m. in the morning. What's she doing out there?
Bikes aren't even that comfortable.
Is that a victimless crime? It's only a crime. It's only a victim-full crime if she's up at 5 a.m. Quit your jogging routine. Nobody's impressed. Go back home. Go to bed. It's 5 a.m.
I mean, you're also at that point. You're blaming her for being out, seeing it. It's his fault for doing it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really? He was just.
I mean, she should probably.
What if he was just minding his business? He's going to work, jerking off. He's multitasking.
That's actually a good point.
He's going to work. He's just got to blow.
He didn't have too much time. He didn't have too much time at home.
It's like
made his toast.
His wife's always giving him shit, and he's riding a bike to work because he's on probation. And he's got the ankle monitor going. So he's like, gotta go to work, right?
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm just going to blast one out real quick while I'm going to work. It's like a 12-minute ride.
You could probably just point it down, between your legs or something.
Yeah, just throw it. Yeah, just.
I don't know how that
Does he get on your bike? Work. I don't know. It's disgusting. But the defendant advised he was in the park, police noted, charged with exposure of sexual organs. That's interesting. Graham, whose address was, I don't care about that. He remains locked up in lieu of a $150 bond.
$150, that's it. That doesn't seem like very much.
Not for jerking off in public.
Although I assume if you're if you're arrested for jerking off in public, you probably don't have $150 to pay off. You're fine.
There's that.
That's my guess.
I'm just saying.
Because if you have $150 to pay off your fine, you could probably just done it in your bedroom before you left.
He originally was
or somewhere.
He was originally sentenced to 25 years in prison, and released 6 months ago. So yeah, I don't know. He's probably going back to jail for a little bit.
Probably.
I don't know. What else could you do that you could multitask? Because I have a story. Back in the day, Beth and I bought beach cruisers, right? Like the big old,
big beach
like
the
they
big
were like
and stuff.
They were dope, dude. But they weighed like 80 fucking pounds, right?
I know
because they were nice. They were like the big cruiser. We got those big bells on
big bells, bling bling.
But hers had a basket on it, and my buddy back in the day decided, my buddy and I should say, decided that it's going to be better to ride those to the store to get more beer.
Yeah.
Than it would be, obviously, to walk.
Well, that way you're not
getting
a DUI.
And we're not going to drive, but you can get a DUI on a bicycle, by the way. You can. 100%. Right. It's a vehicle. It's a mode of transport.
I feel like a DUI on a bike would be bullshit.
That would be terrible, but you can do it. It can happen. So, anyway, we didn't get one, thankfully, because he had the basket. My wife's And I had this cool, it was called the Vince, right? And it was like this black and white and suit had like the big gas tank looking thing on it, you know, for the upper bar.
I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, just cruiser, right? 3-speed. We're cruising down, we get there. And then
Where's that? Phoenix?
This is Phoenix.
Okay, cool.
So we just went around the corner, went outside the neighborhood and went down to like the 7-Eleven or whatever. Grab 18-pack. He throws it in the basket. I've got an 18-pack in my hand because we needed 36 beers because it was already midnight. And we're like, yeah, we definitely need another case and a half of beer.
Of course.
Riding back, it's in the basket. Mm-hmm. He's in front of me. We're on a busy fucking road, right? Cars, right? There's a wall here because everywhere there has cinder block walls.
Yes.
Everything has a cinder block wall around it. In Phoenix, that's just the way they make them. There's no fucking wood fences for the most part. Riding down, the thing shifts on him. It makes his wheel go like that, and he crashed into the wall in the bushes.
Oh, God.
Right? Well, because I have a 18-pack of beer in my hand, and I'm riding with my left hand, I instantly go, oh, fuck, and crash into the fucking thing, too, right? It was ridiculous. So note to self, don't ride in that multitasking.
That multitasking doesn't work.
Was retarded. We were cracking up, but it's all gravel. Like they xeriscape everything there, so it's all like rock.
Oh, yeah,
shit,
yeah.
right? And it's rock and fucking every bush in Phoenix is pokey. Mm-hmm. It'll stab you to death. Right? Everything in Phoenix is rugged. It's made for hot weather, right? Like, yeah. And it'll just stab you and kill you. When you fall into a bush, you end up with a ton of little impalements, little mini impalements, right? You're like, fuck. So we get up. We're like, God damn it. Hands are all wrecked. Fucking elbows are scraped
all fucked up.
Bikes are all fucked up. Handlebars.
18 packs are fucking
18 packs were fine.
What?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was like, fuck
this. The beer was fine.
As soon as we got back in the neighborhood, we cracked beers, dude. I was like, fuck this. So note to self, that particular multitasking.
So drinking and driving a bike
is bad news. Don't do it.
All right.
Another quick follow-up story. Beth and I took said bikes to Tempe. She had never really... I went to Arizona State. Got my communications degree there. Top-notch communications degree.
It's known for the communication degree there.
Oh, it is. Hugh Downs School of Human Communications.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
That's what University of Arizona is known for.
Absolutely. And... go check out the Simpsons episode where they actually make fun of the Hugh Downs School of Human Communication at Arizona State. It's fun.
All right.
Right? So we did. I showed her around to the bars I used to go to, and this is like fucking 10 years after I graduated. So I was 30. I was 31, something like that. And we drove that down there. We brought the bikes back in the pickup, rode around. Bar hopped. By the time we were done, we're like, nope. Not riding these bikes anymore. Left the truck there, threw the fucking locked the bikes in the back of the truck and took a fucking cab home. Can't ride a bike anymore. Oh, I know that's poor planning, but whatever. This is before Uber. That Uber didn't exist way back then. And we're always smarter. We always do the right thing.
How many years between those two things?
A year? 2 years.
So 1 year.
We had those bikes, and then I sold them.
So 1 year change, then you're like, I can't ride these bikes anymore.
Yeah. They were too heavy, dude.
Yeah.
They're like slugs.
They're fun though.
They're just too much.
I remember when I lived in San Diego, I rented a couple times because you could rent them at the beach for like, I don't know, $15 for the day or whatever. And we did a couple times where we'd rent the big cruisers and just cruise down the like the boardwalk.
From
like Mission Beach or Ocean
Super
Beach.
flat.
Just go like the whole way. Fucking fun, drinking the whole time. It was fun.
So that was basically, we got done with the day and we're like, oh, whoops.
Yeah.
We're going to walk these back to the truck.
Yeah.
Throw them in the truck. Walk them up.
Yeah.
And then, So, again, Tempe's a great place to ride bikes. I used to, when I went there, so this was, I graduated in 2000 from Arizona State. So this is a long fucking time ago. Quarter century almost, bro.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. That's a long time.
Long time.
I used to ride my skateboard everywhere, and I'd ride my mountain bike.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the back of my car, like skateboard. Because I couldn't afford the good parking, so I had to pay for the poor person parking.
Yeah.
Which was like $50 a semester, way around the side of Sun Devil Stadium, the original Sun Devil Stadium, way around the back, because that's all I could afford. So I had to pay. I paid for my way through college, bitch. And I paid off all my loans. Long time ago. But yeah, I would just skate everywhere. Skateboarding was fun.
That's the way to do it.
It was fun.
Yeah.
In Arizona State's
I
campus.
didn't spend that much time in Arizona. I've been there a couple times. I've done a couple things there, but like I really haven't spent too much time in Arizona.
I would move back to Arizona. It's nice. I love Arizona.
Yeah.
I would move back. I'm envious of you guys that live in Arizona right now because it is currently like 40 degrees and shitty outside.
Yeah, and it's not there.
It was sunny this morning.
You know what's funny?
It was blue sky this morning. And by the time I had to go run an appointment or run an errand this morning, by the time I was done running that errand, it was gray and shitty. And it's going to be like this for the next 7 days.
You know what's funny? I go to Vegas tomorrow. Guess what the temperature in Vegas all next week is?
80.
52.
No.
It rains for the first 2 days, and then it's 50 degrees for 3 days. And then I go, come on.
That sucks.
It sucks. I'm going to Vegas to escape all this bullshit.
And you're going to be there with all the bullshit. Well, you're going to be inside. So why are you going to Vegas? Remind us.
So I'm going to SHOT Show. I'm only going to be SHOT Show like a day or two, and then we're going to do like the AVN Awards. We're going to do some other cool shit.
AVN Awards, and then
that's going to be just fun. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff for a couple of vlogs I filmed for. So that would be fun.
So you're going to Burbiz?
So
also?
we're going to Burbiz. Yeah. So we're going to do Burbiz. There's a party and there's a comedy show. And then there's a whole bunch of shit.
Anyway,
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
So we'll drop this. Well, it's gonna come out next Friday, so you'll actually be back from there by then. So
yeah, we'll be back before this one. By the time this drops, I'll come back that same day.
Yeah.
So
to the last episode,
yeah,
he threw this out there too. So how were the AVNs?
Oh man,
they were so good. I saw
Las
so
Vegas
many titties.
Was very cool,
and it was so warm.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Oh no, it was 50 degrees and it fucking sucked. But I was inside for
exactly,
and I lost my house and my mortgage because I put it all on black.
I don't gamble, so Vegas for me is just.
I'm gonna give you $20.
Vegas for me is just food.
I'm gonna give you 20. Just throw it on black.
All right, I'll do it.
I got 20 on. I'll just give you a 20, and then the next episode we'll know how we did.
Perfect.
$20 on black.
$20 on black.
Because I think what do you do?
Wait,
double down.
That doubles up. What you should do is tell me $20 on a certain number, like 1 through 35. I'll put that on there because then it times it by 35. You just give me 25 and say put it on.
What's 20? 16. What's 20 times 35?
Well, 70, 140.
I can't do math. 20 times 35. That's 700 bones, dude. Could you imagine that? What's the green one do?
Doubles.
That's just double. Mm-hmm. Now there's only 2 fucking greens.
Maybe in the triples. Maybe triples. I would like roulette in a minute, but it's something like that. Is it?
You need to keep that cough.
The triples or doubles, buddy. Yeah. Well, I'm keeping it over here.
Yeah. He's got lung AIDS over here.
Yeah, I got the lung AIDS. The old lung AIDS.
It happens. So yeah. So I'll give you $20. Throw it on it. We'll have Beth pick the number.
There we go.
Is there what do the numbers go up to? 35?
35.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. I was gonna say you could put it on her age, 54, but that doesn't work. 5 plus 4 is 9. We'll do 9.
Perfect.
I'm gonna lose 20
how old are you?
Fucking fast.
How old are you?
I'm 47.
So 7 plus 4 is 11. So 20. We'll do it on 20.
We'll do it on 20.
11 plus
All right. You hear to hear next week.
20. We'll put 20
you'll just hear that I lost.
20 on 20.
$20.
20 on 20 sounds like a good deal, actually, though. So
20 on 20 sounds like a good deal. Sports Illustrated just fucking laid off all their people. Did you hear about that?
I have heard about that. Which is, you know what? Seeing how what Sports Illustrated done for the last 10 years, I'm not surprised.
Here's my favorite swimsuit cover of all time. That would be Kate Upton right there.
Oh, Kate Upton.
Kate Upton. Oof. So.
Yeah, Kate Upton was
good
was
Lord.
The best. Yeah.
I mean, there's been so many.
There's been a lot of great.
Like Tyra Banks when she was in her heyday, dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's been tons of them, but I think Kate Upton was probably
pinnacle.
The best.
Like they should have just shut down after her.
Yeah, they should have, because instead of doing that, what they did was they went on to using dudes as their models.
Oh yeah.
And fat chicks as their models.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Which kind of like the opposite of what Sports Illustrated always been.
DEI, diversity,
diversity hire,
diversity, equity, and inclusion.
I have no idea. All I know is that they fucked themselves.
Yeah.
Well, even So Victoria's Secret kind of did the same thing. They started using trannies in their fucking in their shows.
The whole pendulum's gone. Whoop.
Yeah. Well, they all of a sudden their stock went down. People stopped buying their shit, and then they're like, "Oh, wait a minute! Now we're gonna start using hot chicks for our fucking shows again." And now they're fucking going back up. It's like, I don't know who made this decision.
I'm not buying shit for my wife, and my wife's probably not gonna buy shit if you see the what's her name? Rapinoe, Megan Rapinoe or whatever, the soccer. Remember she was like the captain of the U.S. soccer team, Megan Rapinoe. That's not why my wife goes there. And she is not the reason that I go there.
No.
Right? It is a fantasy. Right? That's the whole point of Victoria's Secret's where they're supermodels.
Yeah, it's like supermodels wearing these and then you buy that shit for your girlfriend.
Yeah, because you want to see your girlfriend or maybe your partner or whatever it is I don't want to see like you in it. That's weird.
Well, I don't think Victoria's Secret cares my size.
Bet you they do now.
Well, they probably do now, but they're swinging out the other direction.
The BBG size?
The BBG size. big
bald guy size.
Yeah.
All right. Following through on a warning earlier this month, Authentic Brands Group has revoked Sports Illustrated's license to publish due to a missed payment. As a result of the move, the entire staff of the 70-year-old print and online publication was notified Friday that their jobs were being eliminated.
So basically, they missed a payment and
everyone
got fired.
Yep. We appreciate the work and efforts of everyone who contributed to the SI brand and business. SI operator, the Arena Group, wrote in a memo to employees that prompted outrage and lamentation on social media. In a statement, Sports Illustrated Union and the News Guild of New York vowed to fight for every one of our colleagues. The Arena Group, which has operated the venerable brand under their license since 2019, said that the SEC filing this month that it did not make the quarterly payment of about $3.75 million. Authentic issued the company a notice of breach within the intent to exercise its right.
$3.75 million is a lot of money to me and you, but I feel like to a big, huge worldwide brand like Sports Illustrated,
SI, dude, has been around for
since 75 years.
75 years. And you go,
I think $4 million shouldn't be that difficult for them.
Did that happen?
And then they clearly are like, I
don't like using the term go woke, go broke. It kind of fucking is fitting.
Also, if they laid everybody out, that means they're just like going with it. They're just like, well, all right, well, that's what it is. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, we're shutting down SI. The biggest fucking thing in sports.
It's great. Well, I don't know about sports, but.
Well, for me, for me, it's equivalent to like ESPN.
Well, okay, that's true. So Sports Illustrated,
that's what I mean,
is its own thing. It's a whole sports
brand.
And obviously, we're talking about Sports Illustrated swimsuit editions.
I pulled that one.
That's obviously what we're talking about. When we talk about like woke and blah blah blah.
Iconic.
But Sports Illustrated has been around for all of the different people who've been on the covers and all, whatever.
Think about everything. Tiger Woods. And
Michael Jordan,
and just, Wayne Gretzky, and you name him.
OJ.
Go back. OJ was on there.
OJ, whatever.
The juice.
Yeah,
the juice is loose.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did he kill her? I don't know. Maybe.
Probably. Yeah, I'm sure he did.
The glove doesn't fit. You must have quit.
And he did. Or he got acquitted.
He was acquitted.
He got acquitted.
So nonetheless, it's sad to see something like that. That's such an iconic brand. And I'm not a sports dude, quite honestly. Yeah. Everybody, I watch baseball from time to time.
Yeah.
I go to games. I'm not a huge football guy. I couldn't tell you what division a college is in to fucking save my life, right? But when you saw those, you're at in line at the grocery store, you grab one. I've got all the Lance Armstrong magazines because I was a big mountain biker back in the day, and I was back into.
I don't think you ever a big anything because you've been pretty short your whole life.
Yeah. I need a laugh track on this little motherfucker over here.
No, what's funny? Sports Illustrated is the only one that does this. Remember what was the guy's name? Hugh Hefner.
Yep.
He died. His son took over. Decided to put trainees into Playboy.
Oh no, they were going to take him away. They were going to not do nudes.
Oh no! So first they took away nudes. So Playboy is just like Maxim.
It's dumb.
And then they decided to have a dude be the centerfold, a trainee. Fucking plummeted sales. It was like shit. They fucking sold the mansion to the guy next door.
They legit did, right?
No, they did. The guy who owns
PBR
PBR beer. That guy?
Oh, really?
He bought the Playboy Mansion.
That's fucking rad.
Fucking completely. I mean, not that Hugh Hefner was a great fucking American fucking whatever.
Nah,
he was a piece of shit. I'm sure he's a creepy, nasty old man. That being said, he created this iconic American brand. I mean, regardless, if you look at fucking like James Bond, all these the iconic 60s, 70s, 80s movies.
Yeah.
And like just
him Americana, in his little red robe with that little black trim. Yeah.
Right? And they completely fucked that one up. And it's never come back. I mean, they brought back like nudity, I guess, technically. It's just a fucking.
It goes to the add to that, like, times have changed, man.
Times have changed, but man.
Like, I bet you more, I guarantee more, like, I don't follow Sports Illustrated. Again, it's just sad. Right?
Yeah.
You see something like that die. But Barstool Sports, follow the shit out of that. Follow a dozen people from Barstool Sports.
Well, that's the thing. That's
and
the
again,
change. Yeah.
Because they're kind of multimedia, really, right? They do multiple types of things. You have dudes that are doing cool, funny, weird videos. You have, KFC, Barstool, who does kind of cool. And that's where I actually saw this originally. He had done one, I think it was this morning or maybe yesterday or something like that, a video. But yeah, it's just sad. But everything's gone digital, and they couldn't follow suit because they were so ingrained or entrenched in that magazine, that tangible thing. Fucking nobody cares about it. You got one of these things in your hand.
Yeah.
Why the fuck? I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't need.
Just
what am I going to do with a bunch of magazines nowadays?
It's just annoying though. It's like because you look back at not that I even fucking spend a bunch of money and time on fucking Playboy or Sports Illustrated.
But if I wanted to buy one,
it's just seeing that fucking shit that we not even grew up with, but we saw forever. Like it's just very American and very like
iconic brands.
Iconic brands like that.
It would be kind of like Coca-Cola being.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Same. There you go. Like Coca-Cola or fucking Cheerios.
Bring back the fucking polar bears, Coca-Cola. Everybody loved the polar bears.
Yeah. Bring back cereal commercials. Do you remember when they used to have like
Puffs?
Gotta love my Pops.
And Count Chocula.
Or the fucking little like
Tricks.
Little what's it called? The little
Blueberry.
Little Irish guy. What's the fuck? Oh,
Lucky Charms, bro.
Lucky Charms.
Fuck.
You know what?
They probably canceled him because he's fucking Irish.
Maybe.
You know what? Other brands to bring back. How about Mrs. Butterworth?
Yeah.
How about you bring her back?
Like
put her on.
No, not Pepperidge Farm. It's called like Pepper Mill. It's the same package, but it says Pepper Mill.
How about put the fucking Indian back on Land O'Lakes?
Yeah, Land O'Lakes is missing his Indian.
Meanwhile, while we're on this, changed the Redskins name back to the Washington Redskins.
Yeah. How about put Uncle Ben back on the box?
Uncle Ben. You know who they didn't cancel? Quaker Oats guy.
Yeah.
That white motherfucker's sitting there.
Yeah.
That's on you, media.
That's on you, Quaker.
It's not on Quaker. Quaker did nothing wrong.
No, the Quaker
He's
brand.
been Quaker for 200 years.
That's a good point.
Oh, he's just like, he just peddles oats. But you cancel the actual people of color, as they say.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Fucking all you motherfuckers out there in media world, we're going to get canceled for this one.
Maybe.
Probably.
We'll see.
I don't give a fuck.
So let me ask you a question. Okay. If you had okay, let me rephrase this. Okay.
All right.
What would you do if you had an unlimited credit card, but every time you used it, you knowingly did something horrible in the world? And let me preface this by saying it could be something as little as Johnny in fucking Illinois didn't have dinner that night. And it could be for whatever reason. Or it could be
how bad it, I mean, does that,
or it could be something as bad as like fucking
how old's Johnny?
An earthquake.
How old is Johnny?
Hold on. Okay. Or it could be as bad as like an earthquake in fucking India. I'm never gonna know what it is. You won't know about it, but it's something happens. An earthquake in Yemen, or not earthquake in Yemen, earthquake in India kills 80 people.
Okay.
And all because you needed McDonald's that night and you used your credit card.
Correlation does not equal causation. Causation does not equal correlation. Therefore, I'm totally fine with it.
I'm like knowing, so even though you know.
Do I get like a text pop up that says you just killed 15 people?
Yes.
Okay. If I know what's happening.
Now know what's happening. You know something bad's gonna happen.
You know what? Okay, so the WEF is out there trying.
So rather than saying your account just spent $47, it says you just killed 12 people in Yemen.
Oh, I'm okay with that. I don't even. No, I'm being facetious. This is a funny show. No, but the WEF is out there trying to like lower populations,
yeah,
and stuff like that. They've done this. You'll rent and you'll own nothing and you'll like it kind of scenario.
Like
and that's
Orwellian, like
it's like very 1984, right? So I'm kind of buying into that a little bit if I do that. Now, if I can buy like my wife a G-Wagon that she's always wanted, because those are 150, 200 grand, right? Something crazy like that. And I can have like a personal jet and I never have to fucking work again. And I could just like podcast or do what I would podcast. I think I'd still podcast.
What if the price of what you bought equaled the worst the thing happened? So say you like, okay,
like over $1 million.
So let's just say, okay, let me give this preface.
Are we taking out Detroit if like I buy?
So let's just say, let me tell you. So say you went to McDonald's and you bought dinner for you and your wife, and that meant John in fucking Ireland didn't eat dinner that night. Okay, that's fine. That's one thing. That's one little thing. But you say like, okay, I really want a new house. So you buy a new house, and by doing that, you a fucking earthquake in China, and it killed fucking 80 little Chinese people. Not the Chinese government, just random Chinese people.
Like just normal. No, I'm not. Yeah. I don't. I know people aren't their government.
Yeah,
so I'm fucking a human. No, I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, shit.
Depends on how big the house is.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
If it's like a little condo.
If it's a little condo, you don't
like
want.
Fucking downtown San Antonio, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't buy that anyway. But if it's a mansion on like in Boca Raton.
Where's that at?
Florida.
Okay.
Like, sorry, Chinese people
they're gonna die probably at some point
of malnutrition, more than likely.
Yeah.
Probably most of them.
Yeah. All right. All right.
So it depends. I mean, it really. I'm not. I don't want to say I'm kind of a frugal person by proxy from my wife. My wife is kind of a frugal person.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm not that frugal. I try and make sound monetary decisions.
Yeah.
So I weigh, the cost benefit analysis. I definitely do that. Like I just bought a new truck, and I definitely do that. Like I'm like, and then I get a lot of heartache about like spending money, right? But in this case, it'd be like taking lives. Like,
but I'm really want that cheeseburger.
But if you believe in God, He lets people have cancer. So
that's true. So it's all just a wash.
Things are meant to be.
Yeah.
I'm meant to have a house in Boca Raton.
That's true. What if you could buy a house on a credit card? Could you do that?
Oh yeah.
If you have a big enough credit card?
They tried to get me to buy the fucking truck on my credit card today.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm like, no, not gonna do that.
28% interest. Sure, that sounds fantastic.
Fucking right, dude. I was like, he's like, well, you get points. I'm like, what the fuck?
What points does it equate to $80,000 or whatever? That's so stupid.
It's fucking a lot. It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points.
But I'm not doing that.
But $80,000 with interest.
It's fucking a lot.
That crazy interest.
Even with like the interest rates right now suck. So if you have to go buy a car, and I had to buy a car because I had a lease before, so I had to turn that in. Right?
Yeah.
And now I'm actually buying the truck. Before, when I got a truck, I couldn't quite afford what I needed.
Yeah.
So I had to lease it. And it's a dumb move. I understand leasing is not necessarily the best thing. But that's what I had a travel trailer. I had a Jeep before, couldn't quite pull my travel trailer, and I needed something bigger with bigger gas tank. So anyway, long story short, bought the new 2024 Tundra TRD Pro. It's fucking dope. I've driven it exactly 3 miles as of right now. 5 miles maybe as of right now.
It's dope.
It's pretty nice. But interest rates, dude, they're just, I called my bank, got the pre-approval through them. It still was like, and I've got like an 840 credit score, right? Not bragging. It's just, I'm 47 years old and I've been very careful with like credit and money and stuff like that. And everybody should, and you should check your shit on a regular basis. But dude, it was still like a 6.2% interest rate.
It's still rough.
It's still fucking high, dude.
It's still
like,
high.
What the fuck?
Which is crazy.
It's just, I mean, the lowest was like, and I, of course, because it's a newer truck and stuff like that, and we put money down and did all that, and it's like the lowest I could get it down if I went like 36 months, which I'm not gonna do because that's basically a fucking mortgage.
That's like $3,000 a month for your fucking.
It was $2,400 or $2,500 a month.
That's crazy.
At 3 years, dude. I was like, no, nobody can afford
Jesus.
that. Fuck that, right? So I did, like everybody nowadays. I did it for 6 years Because fucking that gets to one of my stories on here. It's like, when did shit get so expensive? Yeah. I had a Ford F-150, just like yours.
Yeah.
I think it's a Lariat. You have a Lariat.
I have a Platinum, but yours is
it's like
4 or 5
kind of
years newer. Yeah.
Similar or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Similar styling, to just kind of give you reference. It was a 2018 Ford F-150 Lariat with like the max tow package and all that shit. And 6 years ago when I bought that, or I leased that, I did a 6-year lease. Everybody's like, they did a 6-year lease. I was like, yeah, fuck, I don't know, dude. I think it was like 65, and it's a very similar size to the TRD Pro and stuff like that. It's got the because it was the off-road package. But I'm like, holy shit. Did shit get that much more expensive over the past couple years?
It did.
I'm like, it's fucking
Which is for no reason. There's no reason. There's no legitimate reason it got more expensive. It just
supply, demand, things like that.
Well, it's supply and demand. Okay, so is demand's not any higher than it was.
I would agree.
I guess supply might be lower, but I mean, it can't be that much lower.
I think they're catching up finally. It's been fucking 4 years since the pandemic happened. That was 2020.
That's crazy.
Right?
I can't imagine why, because even like in housing, supply and demand, there's not more people buying houses. And
there's less people building. And the cost of the houses are gone up.
Way up.
Yeah.
And interest is bananas.
So, excuse me. That's where like millennials or whatever, they're 30-somethings are having a hard time getting into housing. And I understand. I've talked shit about it enough. And I fully understand that. Sorry, we've got allergies down here in fucking Texas, dude. It's like cedar bullshit. But when you think about it, and I understand, I've given millennials a lot of shit, and Gen Ys and Zs.
And all Gen
that.
Ys, Gen Zs.
I understand it all. We all went through, it's hard to buy shit, and the salaries and working on that. But just like Beth's doing the grocery list a year, and we buy the exact same shit every week, single week. I am a creature of habit. I will eat a sandwich, a turkey fucking sandwich, and I make it home every single day, every day for fucking 4 years since we started working at home or whatever it was, right? And some Doritos, an apple, and a banana every single day. And that's it. $65 4 years ago. 120 now.
Literally double.
Same shit. We don't buy anything fancy. I switched from doing what are the sparkling waters, like the good ones? LaCroix. I switched from those to the store brand. They're like the HEB brand.
Yeah.
Great. Saved me like $4, something like that. Fucking everything's creeped up. I know I'm bitching and I'm waxing fucking philosophical and I'm complaining and I'm doing all the things, but every one of you guys
the way
feels
it is,
this.
and it fucking sucks.
It just fucking sucks.
Everybody's feeling it.
Yeah. Everything.
It's horrible.
God, you know what? Fuck this. Cheers. You had a beer? Open one of those. 'Cause that's what I'm gonna do. You want a lemon lime? That's fine. Just drink it anyway. God damn you. Make me drink alone.
Well, they're warm, man. I want a warm beer. Nah, this doesn't sound good. Yeah, fuck it.
Hard AF. Cheers. Hard AF. Thank you, guys. Appreciate. I would say we kind of, I don't want to say we're sponsored by them, but we know them, and I have like 6 cases of these things out in my garage. And it's nice and cold this time.
Yeah, we're definitely not sponsored, but we do love their company.
We love them. And we will rep the shit out of them. How about this story? Dude tries to trade drugs.
Okay.
For fried pickles.
For fried pickles?
Yep, at BWW.
Dude, do you know how good fried pickles are?
Is it worth going to jail? All right.
I mean, it depends on the drugs.
January 19th, the Buffalo Wild Wings had to close late Sunday when Justin Carpenter pulled up to the Lawrence, Indiana restaurant around midnight looking for food. He was fucking famished. Fried pickles, to be exact. In an ill-advised bid to get the kitchen reopened, Carpenter, 25, proposed a barter exchange to B-Dub's employees, 2 of whom were minors.
Okay.
As alleged by police, Carpenter offered, quote-unquote, offered drugs to the Buffalo Wild Wings workers in exchange for some fried pickles. Carpenter, who was wearing an ankle monitor as a result of a prior drug arrest, offered marijuana, cocaine, ecstasy, and vape cartridges containing THC, according to workers interviewed by cops. Fucking dude, right? Carpenter, accompanied by a male friend, reportedly declared, "If you make us some fried pickles, I'll make it worth it." Employees did not agree to the drugs for pickles trade, and Carpenter departed the BWW. Before leaving, though, investigators charge that Carpenter left 3 small bags of marijuana on the restaurant's front counter.
Just left them?
And told the manager, "Give those bags to the kids." Fucking thoughtful,
bro.
bro.
What a nice drug dealer.
Fucking nice, dude.
Hey, leave these for the kids.
So, I mean, all right.
Is that his
I'm
picture?
Gonna show you a picture of him. Yeah, I'll show you a picture real quick.
See this.
Because, come on. And this is on the, let's see if it'll come up here. Come on. There we go. What's up? All right, so this is the gent right here. Right? So, it makes sense, right? He's such a nice guy that,
he comes prepared.
Dude was super nice.
It's like when you go to a friend from his house for dinner, you bring a bottle of wine.
Right.
He went to B-Dubs and he's like, "Hey."
He just left a couple bags of weed.
You guys don't want to do it. I understand. You guys are closed. I don't want to have to.
Who is the asshole
my
that
bad
called
for
the
asking
cops?
you. Here's a little bit of weed.
Literally, it's Buffalo fucking Wild Wings. Everybody that's stoned.
Dude, I've worked in kitchens for a long time, and everybody's stoned everywhere.
Dude, I worked at a place that was fried dough. Yeah. It was called Blink's Fried Dough. If you're from New Hampshire, you'll know. It's on the beach. Blink's Fried Dough.
Like elephant ears.
Yeah, but we made them. Dude, I made the actual dough. I'd make 40 pounds of dough at a time. And I'd chop in like a slammer, and it would break them out into like little balls and shit like that. Yeah. Hobart machines. I did it all, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, I had so much fun.
But
I would get stoned doing it.
Of course.
Every goddamn day in high school.
That's the only way to go to do that job.
Yeah. I'd jam tunes, and I would fucking bang out like racks and racks of fucking dough.
Yeah.
And we would.
That's the way. That's the only way you can do that job. So
I had 2 jobs doing that. I went to college. No, I went to high school. Was doing night school. Was working at the grocery store and did that.
Yeah,
dude, hustling, motherfuckers. Everybody had to hustle back then.
Oh yeah,
just to pay for my car note.
Yeah,
and I had an '88 Jeep Comanche back then. God damn. All right, so this gentleman, employees did not agree to the drugs for trade. Already said that. Police subsequently tracked Carpenter's vehicle to a nearby Speedway gas station, where he was taken into custody. Post-arrest searches of Carpenter and his car turned up marijuana, cocaine, oxycodone, Xanax, THC cartridges, and scales containing a white powder. Dude was rolling.
He was ready for some.
He looks like a lot of people that I think we know.
Well,
he kind of looks like.
Look at him. He really just needs some fucking buffalo or some goddamn pickle chips. Like, give them some fried pickles.
He did have that little
some weed,
little scab right there. That could just be a zit, but I mean, he kind of looks like you. Actually.
I got one right there. Yeah, I got a little.
He kind of looks like you.
What?
He kind of does. Like he could be your little brother. Motherfucker could be your
much older brother.
Bullshit. You got
bald.
more. You have more wrinkles than he does.
He's bald as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So nonetheless, if I was 18, I would have made him the pickles. Taken.
Absolutely. At 39, I would have made him pickles. Like for some fucking weed and coke. Fuck yeah, I've never done coke.
No,
but
not the coke part.
For some fucking weed and coke and whatever the fuck.
I wouldn't do that now.
All I do is turn on the fucking fryer. I would have done it right now. Absolutely.
Fryer stays hot for a long fucking time. Anyway.
If we close at 10,
give me
it
15 minutes and I'll get the heat back up.
Yeah, absolutely.
It takes like literally that long.
Yeah. Hey, quick one before we go. Florida corner this week, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lady. Okay. I forget where. You know, it's in down by Tampa Bay. Fucking Hulk lives there.
Oh, Clearwater.
Yep. Down in Clearwater.
Okay.
A lady has to go in for a drug test.
Yep.
She's scared she won't pass because, of course, she was either drunk or high that week, right? Mm-hmm. So she brings in a vat, or I say a vat. I'm sure it was like you know those old Kool-Aid jugs? It's probably one of those, full of dog urine, trying to pass a urinalysis, and obviously fails.
Yeah, 100%.
And then so they question her, and she's like, "Yeah, it's dog piss."
Because she's dumb. I'm trying to find.
Dumb.
There's an article on that.
God.
So if you're ever interested in some weird fucking shit, go out to the Smoking Gun, and you'll find some fucking interesting stories. I'm trying to find that. But yeah, you're in big trouble.
You're in big trouble. What a great article.
So this chick, in a monumentally moronic scheme, a woman admitted that she plotted to submit dog urine she had collected, quote unquote, in an attempt to cheat the court-ordered drug screen. Fairly certain it doesn't work the same way.
No, not at all.
What if it came back as pregnant?
Pregnant dog. Hey, I'm sorry, you're a pregnant dog.
There's probably something in it. What I'm trying to figure out is, did she just carry like a bag she was just walking through?
I think it was like one of those like Kmart like fucking jugs of like.
Or is it like a piss jug that you get at? I understand that. Or is it like a piss jug you get at a hospital? Like a hospital.
That could be it. That could be it. I'm just imagining. Now this is just my imagination. Obviously, she walks in with like one of those like like when a girl has a baby, they have those like those fucking like giant water cups.
Yeah.
She's walking with one of those, has a straw in it, pretending like, oh no, this is my water because I got to take a piss test.
So about 30 years ago,
and just pours it into the
but it's cold and it's got to be warm.
Well,
it has to be warm because they test the temperature. That's why you're supposed to like tape it to your leg.
Yeah, you like tape it to
your
leg.
So about 30 years ago,
she's obviously not that smart.
I was on supervised probation.
Okay.
And yeah, that was fun. But every week I had to go in and do a piss test, so I couldn't drink for like a long time.
Yeah,
like a year. Imagine that. That's why I don't
imagine Greg not drinking for a year.
That's why I don't go anywhere. As soon as I crack a beer, I'm home. I will Go Puff the shit out of everything.
Yeah.
Go Puff's a great app if you need beer delivered to your house.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but they should be. I'm a fucking huge Go Puff fan,
yeah.
right? You can get discount. If you want it, let me know, and I'll forward you the link, and we'll both get 20% off.
Oh, yeah.
But no, yeah. I had to piss every week. Every week.
Jesus.
I didn't have like an ankle monitor or anything like that.
Did you have the catheter? You just stayed in so it automatically tests your piss for you?
It was actually hooked up to the state. I just walked around with this long hose.
Yeah,
I drove everywhere. Yeah, my dick got tugged. No. Maybe. But no, it's a big pain in the ass.
Pain in the dick.
But it didn't, like, whoever was there, because I went to this one place, one facility, and I felt like such a fucking scumbag going there. Quite honestly, don't ever do anything stupid. Where, like, there's a bunch of druggies everywhere, right? And you're just in line with one of those motherfuckers, right? Mm-hmm. You're like, God damn, I don't deserve to be here. Obviously, the judge felt differently.
Well, you got a DUI.
I'll tell you about that later on. Anyway, go in there, and it was a dude or a woman, didn't matter. She'd sit there and look at your dick. And, like, my dick is nothing to be proud of. Like, I'll just be fucking flat out honest. Like, I'm a grower, not a shower, bitch. But yeah, dude, and you're like, come on.
That's what
somebody's staring at your dick,
dude. In the Marine Corps, so they make
you piss too.
You do every time you get back from leave, you have to go do a piss test, and then they do a random piss test.
Even just like just vacation.
So what I did, So what I did one time, I had when you become a corporal, like an E4 or higher, they're like, oh, now you have to go do piss test watch, right? So I went down there. I wasn't a corporal. I was still a lance corporal at the time. I fucking went down there, and I was fucking one of those guys. Pulled the drawers all the way down to my feet. Fucking ass out, fucking just pissing right there. And the guy
just proud.
Yep. I was just like, yeah, there we go. Pissing into the cup. Guy had to watch me.
You should have made him hold it.
Well, he did hold it for me because my hands are on my hips.
It's like
I was like, can you hold it for me?
Open wide, bitch.
Why didn't piss on him?
Like golden showers. I heard.
No. I pissed into a cup still.
I thought he was catching it in his mouth and then spitting it back.
No, because that would give us some extra stuff.
Probably something because he was probably on meth.
Probably. But anyway.
What rank did you make it to?
E4.
E4? You were Lance Corporal?
Yep.
Nice. Corporal. Corporal. That's why my brother made it to. Yep. Then he got kicked out of Marines.
Anyway. Yeah. It was a good week.
All back to this chick who was a dumb nut. She looks like every Florida woman.
It's exactly the picture you would imagine it would be.
So you can go Google it for yourself. All right. So video of the week, this one. All right, you're not going to be able to hear the audio, but our fans will. You were in Fallujah or wherever the fuck you were stationed.
I was in San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego, Fallujah, San Diego, same thing.
Same thing.
They have porta potties there. They have porta potties. They get stinky and hot.
Oh, Al-Assad. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
and overseas, yeah. But this gentleman is stationed stateside. And he's not really stationed. He's just a fucking idiot. So
wait. Oh, I know the video you're showing me. Yeah, okay, that's funny.
You ready for this one?
Oh,
so this is are shitty shoddy.
You really let your gun fall in the porta potty?
Oh my god.
Are you about to grab it or what? Get it.
Bullshit, man.
In the porta shitter.
Into
Fuck! Can you grab it?
Can I grab it?
Bro, you got gloves. You got gloves.
No, I don't. I got gloves to make my hands warm. I'm not about to dig in a porta potty.
I'm not touching that shit,
I'm not getting it. Don't got nothing to do with me. I'm
Man.
saying you should
Fuck!
yeah, $400 or $500.
get it.
$400.
Ah, the fucking nasty shit.
And if I'm his buddy right here,
That's a chip.
grabbing it,
Hey.
it's mine.
What?
I'm grabbing
You got another
$400.
bag?
I'm leaving. I'm gonna
Oh, this shit gonna go through this motherfucker.
shit.
Nope.
Nobody else can grab it.
Because it was sticking
Hell
out.
no. They can have that.
Push it down.
You gotta get it.
Fuck no.
You really about to leave it?
Fuck
Take it.
no. Come on, man. Come on.
Leave no.
You gotta
gun
grab it.
behind. That
don't
bitch
care.
I'm not
just
touching that shit.
wanders
Not getting
off.
it.
He's like, nope, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm taking it. I'm
It's
getting
gone.
it. I know Glock like G19s or whatever.
It's like
are like,
$450 gun. It's
I
nothing.
know,
It's nothing expensive.
but I'm still getting it.
No.
And
that's like DEF CON fucking like made it all fucking cool. Otherwise, I'm not doing shit. If it's
I mean,
if
it's
it's
a
a
tricked out-
regular fucking like shitty Glock from the fucking like from the gun store from Cabela's. I went to
It's a tricked out
Cabela's,
rig.
bought a regular ass Gen 1 fucking Glock 19.
They don't even
it's-
make Gen 1s anymore.
whatever the fuck. If it's a regular
It's a
ass
Gen 5 at this point. It just
it's
sits or
it's
something like that.
gonna stay in the shit forever.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Nope.
Do you have a you can't
Do I have a
poop?
thing against shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like it.
I know, but I bet you that gun would still fire.
Oh, it's a Glock. I'm sure
It's a Glock. It always fires.
Yeah, you take it out.
How
you
did
take the hose
this
off,
dumb
clean it real
motherfucker?
good.
You think it like got like it?
Dude, he probably wasn't wearing a fucking holster.
You think he just kind of?
Well, his pants were down by his ass, so he probably wasn't wearing a holster.
You think it was? Yeah.
And plus, of course, if you sit down and take a shit and you don't take care of your gun first, we've all
Yeah,
taken
you
a
have to
shit.
pull your
We've all taken a shit like
holster
at
off.
Walmart.
Yeah.
You know, take it out of your holster, set it on the side, and then you pull your down your pants, take a shit.
Yeah.
There's a way to do this. It's a process.
Right. No, I agree.
don't
100%.
think he
I'm
was
like,
the process.
he fucked up the process.
Yeah, he didn't do it right.
I think every porta potty should
That's
have
a
like
shitty
gun.
video.
It's a really shitty
It's
situation.
a real shitty way to fit into this podcast.
It's all we got for you guys this week.
It works though.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us on Baldy and the Big Guy Go Out. Like, subscribe,
Share.
to the podcast on YouTube. Also, hit the comments, add comments. Please add and share. Hit us out on Spotify.
Yeah, do the comments because if you do the comments, we will interact. We'll
Yeah, we absolutely do.
respond. We'll talk to you guys in
100%.
the comments. And
Even if they're shitty comments, we're trying to get better. We'll find our groove. I think we're
yes,
just.
tell me to hey stop blinking so much because you look like a fucking idiot.
Did somebody say that to you?
No, I'm saying you can say that. It's okay.
Oh, he's got Tourette's, motherfucker.
Yeah, I have a horrible Tourette's addiction.
Isn't that what you have?
No, it's just a
sort of
weird tick. Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably from cooking too many potatoes in the Marines.
Probably.
Probably too many fucking crayons. But with that, we'll catch you next time. Cheers, bitches.
See you.